Hi everyone. Welcome back to K&M Bricks. Wow, what's on your shirt? What does that say? Dynamite at stealing hearts. Dynamite at stealing hearts. Yeah, is that a T-Rex holding a heart? Yeah. What's the T-Rex got on? Is that a hat and glasses? Sunglasses? Yeah. Is that a cool T-Rex? Yeah, is that a cool T-Rex? Yeah. Today we are building some trees. Whoa. We're gonna build up some of these birch trees and put the leaves and limbs on them and put them in our forest. Our forest ain't quite ready yet. Still gotta do some of the terrain work and stuff. I think what we're actually gonna do is order some parts or try to go to Lego and see if they've got some greenage that we can use. But besides that, that's our plan today, is to build some more of these trees. As you can see right here, we got a few of them built, some of the smaller ones that we're going to do. These are the small ones. This is the taller one. It's actually a little bit taller than the instructions. I added an extra piece in here, one of these Technic collars, the 2x collars. Here's one of the smaller versions. You can see it's just a little bit taller. Oh yeah? We wanted a little variety in our trees since they're not all the same height out in the wild anyways. And then we're going to have some that will have like broken off limbs and other things as well. And probably some limbs laying on the ground or something. I don't know. We'll go about it as we do it. But that's what we're going to do, is get some of more of these trees built and put the limbs on them and stuff, and get them put in the forest area where I've got some of the terrain work done, at least get it somewhat started. I've shown this one before. This is what it looks like with all the leaves and stuff on them. I added this little beehive using some pieces I had. We'll add a couple more of them as well. I've got a couple extra beehives. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Are you gonna help Dada build trees, or are you gonna go play with toys and watch videos? Tree. You want to build trees? Yeah. Okay. We're going to move the camera around and start building some trees. So these trees, I found the instructions for them on Rebrickable. The builder's name on there is Edge of Bricks. I did purchase the instructions, so I'm not going to show exactly how to build them. But I will leave the link to his instructions at the bottom of this video. I think it was $1.70 US dollar. So well worth it for how well the instructions were put together and everything. I mean, $1.70 or whatever, I don't mind spending for instructions like this with the part guide and everything as well. But really nice tree design. This is the small design. When you purchase the instructions, you get the large and the small tree. Again, this is the large one, this is a small one. A little bit of height difference, but really well designed, really strong. There's only really one weak point in the whole tree. For a tree that's, you know, a single column, that's a really good design. So I'm very happy with the design of these trees. And that $1.70 for the instructions, very well worth it. But I will put a link to his instructions at the bottom of this video. But it's a really easy to build, and it's strong. It's got a strong connection on it. It uses, at the base of the tree, it uses one of these antenna posts, and then it's got some of these Technic collars that slip down on and lock in, and then he also uses some of the 1x1 round plates with the holes in the center to go down and around them antenna posts. And then the only real weak point is this middle point. A few of these trees, and had them just standing on their own with limbs and stuff on them for about a week now, and they're still standing. There's nothing's bending over, breaking, nothing. So it's a why they're on display, and I mean nothing's getting bumped or anything. They're great. And then above that section, above that middle section, it uses some of the 1x1. See if I got one to show. 1x1 round with these little bar ends on them. Might not focus here. There we go. Uses a couple of them, and then it uses these robot arms to connect to that. And then it's got the candlestick, and then some of these double ended bar pieces, the small ones. And then through the center, it has just another bar. I'm using the transparent blue because there's a bunch of them on the pad wall one time, so I got a bunch of them. And since they're inside, hidden, the only spot you see is right there at the where this clip goes onto it. But uses the 1x1 cylinders stacked up, another 1x1 plate with the hole in the center, a little 1x1 clip that will be to attach a limb onto, and then the candlestick upside down. And that's a small one. The bigger one, pretty much the same construction through the center. It uses more Technic pieces, but still has a candlestick, clip, the bar running through the center. Very strong still, except for that middle section where the two halves connect. I mean, everything else is, I mean, you can hear it. There's all the friction, nothing's moving. It does have a third of these 1x1 with the bar on it for the limbs. The limbs are pretty much the same design on the small one, except more. It's got just another candlestick, and it's got these pieces here. for attaching more limbs to. And then at the very top, it uses the same piece with another one of these, the 1x1 with the clips, to hold the limbs that way. And then in the corner, the elbows of the robot arms, it's got these 1x1 round with the bars, as well as these clips, or as well as in these clips, and that will hold the limbs. Got a few of the limbs built up here. It's got the big limb piece as well as small ones, and then the leaves on the end of them, and they just clip in. You kind of got to do a little arranging to get them to kind of, play well with each other, and have plenty of coverage. Get lots of foliage on them. The instructions do call to use these with the leaves on the top and bottom. I'm not going to. One of the things I've noticed with these is some of these arms have a looser connection than the rest, or just a little bit looser than the standard, I guess. So I think having too much weight on some of them, they'll start to droop a little bit, and don't really care for that. So I think they've got plenty of coverage just from having one on each. So that's all I'm gonna do. Like I said, there's still plenty of coverage on them, as you can see here. For just a little bit of leaves on them, that's really good coverage. And I'm still haven't done the very top of the canopy yet. And there we go. You can adjust these out. You can rotate them. You can spin them. You can put them as tight as you want, as straight as you want, whatever. There's so much adjustability in this. Look at that canopy coverage. That's it. That's all it takes, and you've got a full looking tree. And that's the only real weak point, is right there. If you can get a good tight fit, that's all you need on it. And until Lego does that 1x1 with the clip on it with a hole in the center, that's as tight as this is getting. So I think for what parts are available, Edge Bricks has done an amazing job with this design. And I've got about 45 between the little ones here and the big ones that is going to fill up the forest quite well. Yeah, good enough design for 45 of them. I'm solely using these two, the small and the big design he's got, for the whole forest. I was going to use some of the ones from the Birch bookshops, but I think this design is awesome. It looks a lot more like a birch tree, and it's fully brick built, no glue involved, no nothing, no special, you know, techniques or anything. It's just simple brick built trees. What else can you say? As you can see here, we've got a couple of the trees, 4 of the trees put up. I also have a couple of these little ones, I guess saplings you could call them. But I mean, that's just a small section of the forest area with some terrain and everything. Got some mushrooms put in, some flowers, little squirrel, of course. And then kind of another small batch of a couple here and some saplings. You can see the height difference really well. Canopy coverage. I mean, that's just from a couple trees. Nice canopy coverage. Looks really nice. You can see the little bit of colors through all the green. Turned out really well. I think once I have the full forest done, it'll add a lot of life to the forest. Maybe not right now with a dead skunk, drowning skunk. Let's put them back up in the rocks. But there they are for just a couple of them. We're going to go ahead and finish doing the limbs on the rest of them, and work on doing a little more terrain in the forest, and then start placing more of them. We are going to finish putting limbs on all the trees, but and then do some work in the forest and stuff. That will be another video. Looks like this one might be ready to take a nap. You ready to do a little more tree work? Do a little more building? Yeah. Okay. Let's say everyone bye-bye. Say bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. See you later, alligators. See you later. After a while, crocodiles. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and we're keep on doing what we're doing. We're gonna get back to building some trees, huh? Yeah? Yeah, okay, see. Catch you on the next one. Next one. Next one.